So here we are in the month of Adar, and the rabbis call out, it's Adar, be happy. The holiday Purim comes in Adar, and they get into this Purim energy and say, it's Adar, be happy. And when I hear that, it makes me feel like, when they say that to me, I feel like, what is happiness, something we can turn on and off with a switch? And it's not. Happiness comes and goes. Happiness arises and it passes. Sometimes happiness arises as a surprise. Sometimes we really cultivate happiness, and sometimes it is nowhere to be found. And when I hear it's Adar, be happy, I sometimes feel badly if I'm not feeling happy. What's the matter with me? And why should I gotta be happy? And it gets me all kind of crazy. And so it makes me think about what could it mean? It's Adar, be happy. And I think about, okay, what is the happiness that this month of Adar is calling forth? One of the things about Adar is that it's the last month of the Jewish year. The first month is Nisan. This is the very last month of the Jewish year. And the teaching is that during this month, a mighty ruach blows, like a mighty spirit blows, just kind of finishing the year off. And in this ruach, in this spirit, change and transformation takes place. Things turn topsy-turvy, inside out, upside down, and all of a sudden it looks differently. And so the happiness, one of the things about Adar, the happiness that Adar brings is the happiness that arises when we don't grasp, when we don't say, it's got to be like this, I have to have it like this, it must be like this. The happiness that arises, then we, okay, what's happening? The happiness that arises when we let things go, we let things be, and we see how things are going to change and transform, and we let it go. And the happiness that arises when we sit back and don't try to control everything. When we kind of literally go with the flow, not that I love that expression, but it's almost like it's like when we're riding an ocean wave. And if you're riding a wave and you're fighting the wave, we're going to get knocked over. But sometimes we ride the wave and just surrender to the wave, and the joy that brings. That's some of the joy of Adar. And then another thing about Adar is that it really calls us to cultivate awe and amazement, curiosity, and wonder. To look at the world, to look at the simple things that we see every day, the same things that we see every day. The tree that's outside of our house, the bird that's chirping, the cup of coffee in the morning, our own hand. And instead of just dismissing it, it's the same thing I see every day, to look at it with awe and wonder and amazement. Wow, this is amazing. And the happiness that arises when we allow ourselves to be amazed. And the happiness that arises when we allow ourselves to be surprised by just what's occurring. And the other thing that Adar, really points to is that happiness does not arise from criticism and judgment. That is not a place of happiness. And awe and amazement is an antidote to judgment. It's an antidote to criticism. So the more awe, the more wonder, the more amazement and surprise we cultivate, Adar teaches, the happier. The more moments of happiness we'll encounter. And one other piece. If we take the letters of the word Adar, Aleph, Daled, Resh, it can spell out Ashrei, Derek, Ratzon. Ashrei is happiness, Derek is path, Ratzon is will. So happy is the person whose path is aligned with the highest will. So what can this mean for Adar? Happy are we when we're mindful, we're aware, like, how am I walking my path? Am I walking it like alone, only self-interested, kind of in my own capsule? Or am I walking it with this sense that I'm here for the sake of the others? That I'm here in a bigger cosmos that's unfolding with and beyond anything that I can ever know? That Adar says that we'll be able to touch, experience, feel greater happiness when we remember we're here together. And we're here for something that's bigger than ourselves and bigger than our lives. And that everything that we do matters, and that we're here for something greater. Ashrei Derek Ratzon, happy are we when we remember that our path is with each other. That our path is with each other, and we're walking together for the benefit of all. So it's Adar, be happy. If it was only that easy, that would be great. So it's Adar, be happy. Let us cultivate the capacity not to grasp and hold on too tightly, but to let go and allow for change. Let us cultivate the capacity to look at the simple things in life with awe and wonder and amazement. And let's remember Ashrei Derek Rett song. We're here for the sake of each other, and we're walking our paths together. That everything we do matters, and that living in a way that's connected and in relationship will bring well-being to us and well-being to others. And it's the way to create and share our happiness. So may we be happy because it's Adar, and may we do so in relationship with all beings. Amen.